You're tuning into the deep dive because you're looking to cut through the information overload and get
Yeah.
straight to what matters, those real aha moments that, connect the dots.
Exactly.
Today, we're doing just that with a fascinating source. Actually, just a single TikTok post.
That's right. Yeah, for lengthy reports or dense articles, our deep dive today centers on a TikTok by user Kalathma H, complete with hashtags, #FIPE, #FIBE, #Sri Lanka, and #Sri Lankan TikToks.
Okay.
But what makes this particular post so interesting isn't just the content itself, but like the really lively discussion that just erupted in its comment section.
Exactly. Think of it as a digital water cooler, maybe, where a whole range of observations and rumors and opinions are just being tossed around. Our mission today is to sort of explore this online snapshot and see what it tells us about current conversations and perhaps even some cultural undercurrents in Sri Lanka.
Right. So let's dive right into those comments, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
One that immediately caught my attention was from Thurinzi, who shared some alleged celebrity gossip. Pretty juicy stuff.
Ooh.
This commenter mentioned a really young artist who has one hit song, P-math, supposedly flirting with a foreigner in a bar, and then being caught doing the deed in the parking lot.
Wow. Okay. Not holding back.
Not at all. And as a self-proclaimed fan, Thurinzi expressed, pretty clear disappointment.
Well, yeah, you would be. What's intriguing here is just the instant interest this stuff sparks, isn't it? It really highlights our kind of collective fascination with the lives of people in the public eye.
Definitely.
The detail about the one-hit song, P. Masana, is interesting. It aims for specificity, but like you said, it still leaves room for speculation. Makes you wonder why we're so drawn to these kinds of stories.
That's a great question. Perhaps it's a way for us to, explore social norms and expectations from a safe distance. These stories, true or not, they often touch on themes of fame, relationships, public behavior.
Yeah.
Then we have Lilas making a quick comparison between Shanudri and Lala Sadi, adding "e-kick."
Ah, yes, if you know, you know.
For those not fluent in internet speak, yeah.
It's like a little wink to those in the know, right?
Yeah.
This kind of shorthand is so efficient online. Whether you recognize the name Lala Sadi or not, the implication is that Shanudri might be involved in, similar kinds of online situations, or maybe has a comparable reputation. It's a fascinating way online communities build these shared understandings.
Absolutely. Okay, moving on. We then encounter a more serious allegation from Auric,
Right.
who claims that a famous photographer called Shine Wickramanaiak was sending unsolicited explicit images, via Snapchat and Instagram DMs.
Okay, that's serious.
Very. And the sheer volume of replies, over 4,000, suggests this really, really resonated with people.
4,000. Wow. That kind of reaction definitely signals it struck a nerve.
Yeah.
It brings to the forefront the potential for misuse of online platforms, doesn't it? And the impact these kinds of accusations can have, even without, concrete proof being presented right there in the comment.
Exactly. It raises important questions about online behavior, accountability.
Yeah.
It does indeed. Then, switching gears slightly, we have a more personal anecdote from Dinuk,
Okay.
who shared a memory of having a crush on Shanudri during university. They mentioned her allegedly dating Dashan Vijay, described as some businessman's son between 2015 and 2017 at NSBM Green Uni.
Huh. It's interesting how these personal histories can kind of intersect with public figures in these online spaces.
It is, isn't it?
It reminds you that these online personalities are, real people with pasts and connections. This comment adds a layer of sort of everyday life to the celebrity gossip. Makes it feel more relatable, maybe, even if you don't know Shanudri personally.
And the flow of info just continues. We have Pasindu Fernando stating quite directly, Kalathma used to date Indika Thorawada.
Okay. Just straight out.
Pretty much. But what's really notable here is the nearly 200 replies this single comment received.
200 just for that.
Yeah. That level of engagement suggests a significant interest in this particular piece of past relationship information.
That is a huge number of replies for a simple statement like that. Makes you wonder why that specific connection is generating so much curiosity. Perhaps Indika Thorawada is also a known figure, or maybe there's a backstory these commenters are all aware of.
Could be.
It really highlights how interconnected these online communities can be.
Precisely. We also see Nethrazers commenting on the current online activity of another individual, observing, now Shanudra and Dinesh are posting some posts showing that they are chaos.
Ah, okay. The laughing emoji there definitely hints at a degree of skepticism, right?
Yeah.
About how sincere these posts actually are.
Seems like it.
It points to that curated image people often present on social media, especially when there might be underlying issues or public speculation going on.
Yeah.
The commenter seems to be suggesting that these posts are a performance, maybe intended to counteract rumors.
Mm,
Makes you think about how much of what we see online is truly authentic.
indeed. Now, shifting gears a bit, because it's not all just about celebrity relationships.
Right.
We also see some interesting social observations and actually a good dose of humor mixed in. Key commented, looks like a lot of celebrity families are already enjoying Overudu before it even starts.
Okay.
And then playfully adds that Kalathma always starts something without actually starting it. Damn those shoe.
Right. This comment brings in that cultural element. For listeners who might not know, Avarudu is the Sinhala and Tamil New Year, a huge festive period in Sri Lanka.
Mm-hmm.
So the observation about early celebrations, combined with the remark about Kalathma starting something, suggests a perception that her content might be generating excitement or, I don't know, even a bit of pre-holiday buzz.
It's interesting how online content can become so intertwined with cultural events, right? What's fascinating here is the implied understanding within the community about Kalathma's online persona.
Yeah, that phrase always starts something.
Exactly. The commenter seems to suggest she has a tendency to sort of stir things up or get the ball rolling even before official events. Then we have Shenwi humorously declaring, "Don't cook for our Rudu, Kalathma cooked for everyone."
Okay.
And SOS88 adding, "This is the best way to spend the Nonagathaya time effectively. O Kalathma, you did a nice job, ah."
These comments really highlight the entertainment value people are finding here, especially in the context of Nonagathaya. For our listeners, Nonagathaya is that transitional period before Overudu, traditionally considered kind of an inauspicious time for certain activities.
Right, the neutral period.
So the suggestion here is that Kalathma's content is a welcome distraction, a way to pass this time enjoyably. It shows how social media can provide these new forms of engagement even during traditional observances.
Exactly. It's like Kalathma's post has become this unexpected form of entertainment, providing a collective focus during a time when other activities might be restricted. We even see a rather unfortunate, though it's secondhand, anecdote from Viana about a friend allegedly contracting a disease from Chamika from the cricket team.
Oof. Okay.
Mm.
Again, serious stuff mixed in. This kind of comment, well, based on hearsay, contributes to that feeling of an interconnected online space where personal stories, even involving public figures, can just circulate so rapidly.
Yeah.
Makes you consider the speed and sometimes the unverified nature of information sharing online.
Indeed. Then we have Pavis offering some meta commentary with Pathagayath News by Kalathma fans version.
Ah, okay. I like that.
It really captures the idea that Kalathma's posts are becoming a source of news or at least gossip for her followers, almost like an unofficial news outlet.
Yeah, it speaks to the influence content creators can have, doesn't it? And how their platforms can evolve into these hubs for information, whether it's actual reporting or, more speculative gossip. The fans version part is key. It acknowledges this info comes with a certain perspective.
Absolutely. And Travel Tales takes it a step further, commenting, "Feels like watching a TV series. New comments every day. I'm here for today's episode. Kalathma should consider giving subscriptions 3."
That really emphasizes the ongoing, unfolding drama as the commenters see it, creates a sense of anticipation, like tuning in each day.
Exactly. It paints a picture of the comment section as this dynamic narrative, constantly being updated with new developments, new reactions, like a serialized show. The subscription suggestion is a funny nod to how engaging it is.
Yeah, very much so.
We also have DEEM pleading with Kalathma not to turn off the comment section, calling it the best treat for Arudu to cut.
Wow, high praise.
And Neth Mista declaring it the best non-Agatha time ever because of Kalathma. These comments really just underscore the entertainment value this whole thing holds for the audience, particularly during the specific cultural period.
They really do highlight how this seemingly simple TikTok post has tapped into something, providing amusement and engagement for a lot of people.
There are a couple of other quick mentions, too. TikToker Sir alleges that Amantha stares weirdly at girls in clubs, another piece of celebrity-adjacent gossip.
Okay.
And Lana predicting that Shanudri is about to make 1 hour yet vet video about her having a bad day and talk about how innocent she is, have to get that YouTube money.
Right, adding that cynical perspective on potential future content strategies,
Yeah.
monetizing the drama.
Exactly. These shorter comments just contribute to the overall atmosphere of speculation and
And
observation.
we can't overlook Dan02 exclaiming, Kalathma plus Nonagathaya will be such a masterpiece.
Right.
And Mithra da Silva observing, Kalathma chilling all by herself after creating a whole damn Warsia, which kind of portrays Kalathma as maybe this unintentional instigator of all this online chatter.
Yeah, the puppet master,
Ah.
perhaps. And finally, Binky1 offers a more philosophical takeaway, stating that Kalathma's TikTok convinced me that a loyal partner is as rare as a dragon,
Okay.
suggesting a broader interpretation of the shared content related to relationships and loyalty.
So these final comments really tie together some of the key themes we've seen, don't they? They highlight the perceived impact of Kalathma's post, the drama it's generated, and the really diverse ways viewers are interpreting the content and drawing their own conclusions.
Definitely.
Now, just to get a bit more context, let's briefly look at what Kalathma herself has been posting recently, because it's not just this one post, obviously.
Right, it's quite a mix, actually. From somewhat cryptic captions like, it's kind of glitchy and such is life at Kalathma H, to a story about almost being ejected from a car, an open discussion, OKK, in response to another user, a curious one. Didn't see it at first, but sure as hell can see it now. What happened to them videos, Pookie?
Interesting. Pookie.
Yeah. A celebratory post with at Sabushmi Silva, a longer reflection on expressing emotions, a post that was apparently supposed to stay in the drafts.
We've all been there.
Haven't we? A simple XD, confused message related to another user named Ava, a promotion for a book event, and then some more general posts with hashtags like hashtag busy, hashtag South Asian, and hashtag Sri Lanka, hashtags reading TikTok shush shagrila.
So quite varied.
Very varied. What this variety shows is a content creator who's engaging with different topics, using a range of formats. Some posts seem personal, others reactive, some clearly aimed at broader trends or promotion.
Right.
The post that kicked off this whole discussion, maybe the one implying spill the deets or something similar, seems to fit within a pattern of engaging her audience and perhaps hinting at information or, stirring up conversation.
Okay. So when we put it all together then, what's the main insight we can take away from this deep dive into just one TikTok post and its very active comment section?
It really provides a fascinating, albeit, fragmented window into online discussions happening within a specific cultural context, Sri Lanka in this case. It touches on that timeless human fascination with celebrity gossip and relationships, sure, but it also reveals broader social observations and the way people interact online during culturally significant times like the lead up to Avarudu and the Nagathaya.
It's quite remarkable how much you can glean from what might seem like just a casual corner of the internet.
Absolutely. It underscores how even seemingly informal online interactions can reveal underlying social dynamics, public opinions, or at least the opinions of this particular online community, and even rumors, all unfolding in real time right there in the comments.
So for you, the listener, as you scroll through your own social media feeds, maybe think about this. How often do we just skim the surface and dismiss these comment sections as, I don't know, trivial noise? Our deep dive today shows how they can act as these real-time, unfiltered barometers of public interest and cultural undercurrents. What other seemingly ordinary online spaces might hold surprising insights if we took the time to really dig in? It's definitely something to consider.
Indeed. The next unexpected insight might not be in a headline or a news report, but right there in the comments section of a social media post you scroll past every single day.